My husband wanted me to remove my uterus so we could stay child-free. 10 years later, he adopted boy-girl twins and told me to raise them well. I nodded and started raising those twins with everything I had. At 18, they got into Tsinghua and Peking University. At the celebration, my husband handed me a transfer agreement. He wanted all my assets moved to the twins. As I picked up the pen, Mom pulled me aside, worried sick. "Lucy, those two kids came out of nowhere. You cannot hand them your entire fortune," I said calmly. "Mom, I trust my own judgment." Mom dropped to her knees, crying. "Lucy, I'm begging you, don't be their fool." When Dad couldn't talk me out of it, he slapped me and called me a disgrace. "You reckless disgrace." Then he stormed out. I signed my name. Jack laughed in satisfaction, then wrapped his arm around a woman's waist. She tossed me divorce papers. "Ha ha ha, Lucy. Thanks for taking care of Jack and the kids for so long. Now give them back to me, so our family can reunite." I looked back and smiled. Fine. 18 years ago, Jack, who swore he'd stay child-free with me forever, suddenly brought home twins. The siblings were a little dark-skinned, but they giggled the second they saw people. They were adorable. Jack said. They were adopted from an orphanage, and he wanted me to raise them. So I became a mom, changing diapers and raising them from babies to adults. 18 years later, they got into China's top schools. At the party, I said I'd transfer my assets to them and step back. My parents, relatives, and friends all told me to hold something back, but I ignored them and transferred everything. The moment Jack got the papers, he couldn't hide his excitement. He laughed, walked into the crowd, and brought a woman over. They handed me divorce papers and told me to leave with nothing. My head buzzed. I stared at him in disbelief, feeling stabbed in the back by the person closest to me. Back then, to stay child-free with him, I even had my uterus removed. For years, I was the perfect wife and mother. Now, staring at those divorce papers, I was furious and shouted at them. "Jack, so you were hooking up with Anna this whole time." Anna worked at my company. She was scheming, a total fake sweetheart, and had become a director. Anna smiled calmly. "Lucy, don't be mad. If you love Jack, you should sacrifice for his happiness." Jack said impatiently. "Just sign it. What's taking so long?" Jack and I were college classmates. He came from the countryside, had no money, and often hid in his dorm eating plain buns. He was so malnourished that his hair was dry, his face was pale, and his body was hunched. When he passed out on the field, I carried him to the clinic. That was when I learned how poor he was. I paid for his living expenses, and later we fell in love. Anna was Jack's high school classmate. They grew up together, missed their chance back then secretly got together later. Miss Lucy is so pitiful. The second she transferred the assets, they stopped pretending and asked for a divorce. I heard they agreed to stay child-free forever, but Mr. Jack later adopted 2 kids. This party was for the twins getting into top schools. I bet those twins are actually Mr. Jack's kids with that woman. Is that even a question? It's obvious. Otherwise, why make Lucy transfer everything to them? Poor Miss Lucy. Everyone at the party started whispering after realizing I had been set up. See? You walked right into their trap. Your dad and I told you long ago that this man was calculating and had bad intentions. He got close to you and treated you well just for money. We also told you those twins were suspicious, but you wouldn't listen. Dad came back, furious and disappointed. How did our family end up with a daughter like you? You handed over everything for a man. Noise filled the room. I looked down at the divorce papers. No one saw the smile at the corner of my mouth. "Lucy, don't blame me. I'm a normal man. You don't have a uterus, so you can't have kids. I had to find someone else," Jack tried to explain, desperate to make his cheating sound reasonable. "You were the one who told me to remove